Hi folks, this is Sophie, and just having her hang out with me for a little bit here. And Sophie's pretty much weaned here. Every once in a while when I'm giving Ever something, I might give her a little bit, but she's Sophie. What you doing there, babe? You got the paper? Huh? What you doing there, baby? I don't mind you playing with the paper. It's just that you're hiding yourself. Yeah? You want an apple? You want any apple, babe? Sophie? Baby? Want any apple? Huh? Here you go. She's been eating really good. She will definitely be over there eating her apples and stuff. Her mixed food. I give her, you know, corn on the cob. Yesterday I mixed corn on the cob with papaya, frozen mixed vegetables. I always throw a little bit of frozen mixed vegetables on there because that has green beans, carrots, peas, and so I always mix that in with whatever I have around the house. So, and usually, you know, part of an apple, orange, sweet potato, and I always cook the sweet potatoes. So I cook them, you know, just for a couple of minutes, just to where they soften up a little bit. And looks like Josie's up. So Sophie's really weaned, but this is, for me, putting her on her feeding stand and then bringing her over here for a video, I'm kind of really tempting her, really. It's almost like probably too much temptation for her. I probably should have just held her on my lap maybe and went to a different part of the kitchen. Because this really reminds her of the place that she's fed. But that's why she's given those little kind of feeding. She would take some formula right now. It's just been too close, you know. Today is Thursday. I stopped feeding her on Friday, but not last Friday. I think it was the Friday before. So it's been, so tomorrow will be 2 weeks since I've given her any formula on a regular basis. I have given her a few, like just a little, like while I'm feeding Everest in the cage, I might give her a little shot. Nothing, not a lot, but she does come over, and I don't give her any usually. Here, babe. Here, baby. Baby. Here. Some apple? Need some apple? So I don't think it will be unusual for her to beg a little bit after she goes home. Even though I haven't really hand fed her in 2 weeks, it's still, everything with the bigger birds goes a little bit slower. It's just everything. We had a pretty quiet morning here for, but now it's like, is it getting close to 4? It's 3:15. Yeah, it's usually time around 4 for him to start voicing his, he's really just exercising his lungs. Right now he's not calling. He's getting Poppy all excited in there. Poppy's bobbing up and down, and Everest is sitting nice. Everest is not begging, and he's doing good. He's doing just fine. Well, it was quiet when I started. I really didn't plan on making a video that was going to have Josie being the main speaker. I was going to take a video yesterday, just the two birds were just sitting at their food bowl. Sophie is down there training Everest to go down there. Sometimes she'll be down there just eating at the food bowl, the fresh food, and she'll just be down there, and he won't be down there with her, but the last few days he's been down there with her quite a bit. Oh, I do hear someone calling from downstairs. That's what's getting Josie going. Now let me walk over, stick my head in the cage, and see if he quiets down a little bit. Josie boy. Josie. Why are you so noisy? Why are you so noisy? Can you be quiet? Sophie? Cracker? He's got a pretty big cage door, so I can just stick my head right in there, and that usually throws him off. Who do we got here? Come here, boy. Oh, my big boy. Oh, what a good boy. Huh? You a good boy? This is Loki. Loki is a Corgi Pomeranian mix. He's such a sweetheart. He just comes over and he just wants to be petted or hugged or anything. He's just, he's such a good boy. Say hi, Loki. Oh, my good boy. Yes, you're my good boy. got the cutest face. All right, down, boy. Good boy. Oh, you know what? I usually give them treats around 3 o'clock. Mishka, Loki, treats. Okay, sit. You sit. Good girl. Loki, there you go, boy. Good boy. They get so regimented in a schedule that if you give them treats around 3 o'clock, believe me, they're asking for them around 3. It's like, hey, are we doing the routine today? They get on such a routine. Sophie, how you doing, baby? You know, sometimes these cheap little like this is a really cheap toy with just like kind of like I don't know, what is this, like basket weaving chunks on there, thin pieces of wood put together with wooden beads and just a thin piece of rope. But you know, sometimes I love little and they're a little cheaper, right? So, but I love little toys like that because they can just chew them to death, you know, and not get hurt. And one thing about toys is don't get toys that are plastic that are going to last forever so that you don't have to replace them. The whole idea of toys, folks, in case you didn't know this, and maybe a lot of you do, but maybe some people don't. The whole idea with toys is to want them to destroy it, to keep them busy. And cockatoos are known for destroying things. And, you know, earlier she was like reaching up onto the cabinet. She wasn't doing any damage there or anything, but you know, I really don't want them damaging the house, so give them other things to damage, you know. And that's really their fun. And this is another reason why I don't feed just pellets. Like, you know, imagine if you were eating food and you were just eating like vitamins and pellets for your diet so that you would get all your nutrients, and you weren't ever getting any textures to your food. You weren't, you know, and maybe you had to, maybe you could just have a protein shake with just all your nutrients and everything that was in a shake. You never used your teeth. You know, that's kind of what I think a diet of all pellets is like. Now, I do give pellets, but it's really only a third of the diet because I want them to get, I want them to have pellets to supplement their diet, but I also want them to chew and have nuts and seeds and then and also fresh foods, that they would get their vitamins and minerals from their fresh foods, not just depending on crunching their pellets to powder. And now I do give, I use Pretty Bird Daily Select, and you know, I almost look at that, it's kind of like, I don't know what the human equivalent would be, like rice and pasta with vitamins sprinkled on it. I don't know. Just kind of like, I don't know if that's probably not right. But you know, I want them to have something like that so that they are getting, you know, nutrients and stuff like that. But I really like. I'm kind of old-fashioned that way. I think the seeds and nuts and fresh foods and vegetables, you should be getting all the vitamins, proteins, vitamin E from your. You know, sunflower seeds are a great source of vitamin E, and then you know your vitamin A and D from your dark greens and oranges I typically go with the oranges, colored vegetables. I stay away from not too much sugar. So, you know, some corn on the cob and stuff, sweet corn is fine. Some apples, some oranges, and not too much on the oranges, because if you're feeding pellets, there's a risk of too much with the oranges. I was reading about this once. There's kind of a danger of being over, I don't know if it's too much vitamin C or I've forgotten now exactly what it was, but there's kind of a risk of too many oranges if you're feeding pellets. So you have to be careful of that. You have to be careful of over calcifying things, you know, too much calcium and things like that. So that's why I don't, which is some things that pellets could do, especially if they're manufactured incorrectly. And because I don't give too many pellets, I don't too much on the pellets, you know. I mix it with the seed and nut mix, and I want them to get their nutrients from a balanced diet, basically, and use all their tools, use her beak, and they love to pick up their food. So I don't give them I don't give them mush, which is fine if you want to blend it up, I guess, and they will eat it, and they get it all over their beak and stuff like that. But as you can see, what she likes to do, she likes to grab things with her foot and chew. And so I give them chunks of vegetables, and like with the mixed vegetables, nothing really smaller than that. And when I cut my own things, a lot of times I'll cut the corn on the cob up into you know, chunks, silver dollar size, and thin slices, and I'll cut it in half. You know, I'll break the cob in half and cut that in half, and sometimes quarter it, and then chop it into corn on the cob chunks that they can grab and eat off of. So there's actually a lot less waste that way as you feed across many birds too, and like that. So that's my particular take from all the reading and experience that I have. My ringnecks, I really don't give pellets at all, except for the pellets that come maybe in a premium seed mix. There's a little degree of some pellets in there. I've tried to give them pellets. They didn't like it. And they're such good eaters of fresh food. And if you're getting all your fruits and vegetables and vitamins through a lot of a fresh food diet, then the pellets aren't really necessary. Because just like you, I mean, do you get your vitamins and minerals that you need through supplements only, or do you eat a healthy diet? So a lot of people, you know, aren't necessarily sold on supplements, and if you take them and I mean, you know, it's fine if you take supplements. I've got some that I take for, you know, different things and whatever. I really don't know if they do anything, but sometimes I take them just because, I don't know. I'm just trying to do my best, I guess. And it's just like, hey, this is good for lower cholesterol and, you know, and things like that, you know. And it's like, all right, well, let's try it and see what's up, you know. So, what are you yapping about? That's just kind of like whining. What are you whining about? But say goodbye to Sophie, folks. I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with us through all this chronology of her from week to week, and watching her. Oh, we don't want you playing with the butcher knife, babe. No, that's probably not the best toy. I gotta wash that. I was just slicing the apple with that, that's why. So, okay folks, Sophie's getting antsy, and I'm probably getting at my time limit for the videos, so thank you for listening, thank you for watching, thank you for hanging with us all these weeks, and it's goodbye to Sophie, and we'll do some closure with Everest, and then I'm going to introduce you to Leah and Haley. I got the next two females. Leah and Haley. So it's, and then we've got another batch of ringnecks coming up. Just two babies, a male and a female, and looks like it's going to be a turquoise and a blue palette. And we'll do a little bit of update on those. And folks, take care till next time.